Hey everybody, welcome back. What you're looking at is called a mitered square, and we're going to be doing this project today. And pay no mind to the tip of mine. I was sitting here weaving the ends of mine and I clipped the wrong end and it kind of unraveled the very tip of mine, but you do get the idea. When I show you how to do it, we won't do that on your example piece here. So anyway, the mitered square is a different type of square. You can work it in several different colors. I will be working it in 2 colors. We will be doing it in strictly single crochet. You will be changing colors every 2 rows. Okay, so every 2 rows we will be changing colors, but we will not be fastening off. Now if you choose to fasten off, that's your choice. I did not fasten off. As you see, it did not cause a problem. All you will see here at the ends is this right here, but once you start joining your squares for your afghan, your purse, your scarf, whatever you choose to make with this seam will disappear anyway, or whenever you add your border, whatever. So that's the only thing you will see if you do not finish off. And if you do finish off and change your colors, you're going to see this anyway once you weave those ends in. So if you were to change colors or use more than 2 colors, you will still be changing colors every 2 rows. So basically you can also do a mitered square working in back loops, so that gives it a bit more edge to it, and of course gives it a more defined look as well. But we will just be working in both loops. So basically what you're mainly going to be doing is single crochet, and we will be doing single crochet 3 together. The only place you will be doing that stitch is right here in all of our corners. Okay, other than that, you're going to be doing the same repetitive process all through the entire square. Okay, so you pick your color, whichever you want to start with, and I'm going to put that off to the side. So I'm just going to be using a standard H hook. You are welcome to use any size that you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 34 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got to get my yarn going here. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to single crochet in the first 15 stitches, starting with the 2nd stitch from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so now in our corner here, this is going to make the corner happen, is you're going to do your 3 single crochet together here over the next 3 stitches. So insert your hook in the next stitch and pull your yarn through. Keep it there. Go into the next stitch and do the same thing. Grab your yarn, pull through. You'll have 3 hoops, and do that one more time in the next stitch. Now you'll have 4 hoops. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and you will have 1 hoop on your hook now. So now what you want to do is single crochet in the next 15 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so this is what you're going to now have, and this is actually your foundation row. Alright, now round 1 we are going to turn, and we're still working with our first color. You want to chain 1, and this is going to count as our single crochet all the way through. So you're going to skip the first single crochet, and you're going to single crochet in the first 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And what this is going to do is bring you here to the center 3 stitches that we joined together. Now what you're going to do at this point is you're going to single crochet 3 together again. So go into the first one, pull your loop up, go into the second, pull your loop up, go into the third, pull your loop up. And you're going to yarn over, pull through all 4. And now you're ready to go again. You will single crochet in the next 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And in this last one, you'll insert your hook, grab your yarn, and hold that there. You will not fasten off. Grab your next color, and you will make your slip knot. Add that color on there and pull through. Now I'm just going to tie that loose end. You'll only have to do this once. That way we don't have a bunch of little ends hanging off. So now what you'll do is turn. Now row 2, you will chain 1. And now this is the process that you're going to do all through this square, and you will see that your stitches will start to decrease. So you will chain 1, and each row now you will skip this first one and you will start going into the second one. So you will single crochet into this next stitch, and into this will be your first one, but you will single crochet into the next 12. So that was 1. Whoops, I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong color. I want to use green. So you will just leave your white here. Sorry, got to get my color situated. I was talking. So you want to chain with this color and leave the white. You will come back and pick it up very nicely, trust me. So skip that first one and start in that next stitch and single crochet in the next 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That brings us back to the center. So again, you want to do your 3 together. So insert it in the first one, pull up, second, pull up, and third, and pull up. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And you want to keep those a little snug there. Now you want to do single crochet in the next 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now starting here, you're going to notice you're going to have this last stitch, and what they're going to want you to do here is actually put a stitch in that turning chain. So add a extra single crochet here on this row. Now for row 3, you're going to turn and you're going to chain up 1. You're going to skip that first stitch again. So now if you noticed on that row of white here, we were at 13, then we went to 12. Now this row, you're going to go down to 11. So that's how we're going to decrease and slowly get to this point. Okay, so you're going to skip this first stitch and go to this next one and single crochet in not 13, not 12, but 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and that'll bring you to your 3 stitches you need to do together. So let's insert in the first, in the second, and in the third. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And now you're going to do a single crochet in the next 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And once again, we have our turning chain and we need to put a stitch there, but we now have done 2 rows of green, so we're not going to pull all the way through. We are going to add back our white. So again, all you got to do is pick that white up because it's right here. So don't tangle it, just grab it, add it very nicely, and pull it just a little snug, not real tight. And then you're just going to turn it. And if you notice, it's just going to add itself right here on the edge very nicely and neatly. And then that way, whenever you get ready to add your squares together or your border, you're just going to crochet right over that. Okay? So now for rows, all your continuous rows, you're just going to repeat the same process, okay? And then you're just going to keep on getting down and going down until you come to the very end where you're going to have, eventually you're just going to get down to 1 stitch. And that's how you're just going to finish off your square here. So you're going to chain 1, you're going to skip the first stitch and start in the next. And this row, this last row, we had 11, so now you're going to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so now you should come to the middle 3. So let's do those together. So 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through. And now let's do 10 on this side. So 10 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. and you want to put 1 in the turning chain. Now you're going to turn and stay with the white because we've only done 1 row. Chain up 1, skip the first one, and we're going to do 9 this row, so we're still counting down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, now here's our 3 together. So 1, 2, and 3. And now 9 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 in the turning chain, but this is our second row, so just pull through 1 loop, grab that green or whatever color that you're using, and pull that green through. Now you're going to turn, chain up 1, and you're just going to continue. Skip the first and go in the second, so now we're down to 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're just going to pull through, and you're just going to keep on going. Now I'm going to keep on going with this square. I will meet you back up around probably the point right here where I'll be joining. Actually, I did my colors opposite, so this will be green this time. So I'll join you here about where we're down to, what is that? How many stitches? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe, I don't know. Down here at the end, I'm not really sure how many stitches I'll have by the time I'm down to that end. Anyway, when you're down to about the point right before your tip here, I'll rejoin you here and we'll do the end tip together, okay? So just keep going and decreasing row to row, and don't forget to change every 2 rows, and I'll meet you back up. Okay, I am back. So you see I'm at my point. I have just changed over to white, so now I'm going to skip the first one, and I'm going to do 1 and 2 stitches, and then I'm going to do my 3 together. So the 1, 2, and 3. So I will do my 2 here on the other side, plus the single crochet in the turning chain. Then I will turn, chain 1, skip the first one, so then you should have 1, and then you will do the 3 together, and then you should have 1 here, and let's see, 1, 2, 3. Basically, you can chain, or not chain, but change over to the green here. Chain 1, skip the first one, and join, or do a 3 single crochet together in these last 3. And that will bring it to the point. And this point looks better than my last point. Okay, and then what you're just going to do, you can finish off here, and I'm not going to finish off because I'm going to rewind my yarn. But so this is what you have, and this is the wrong side, this is the right side. So then once you finish your square, It's very simple to do. You'll weave in your ends, and this is your finished mitered square. And it's very, very simple. So at the end of it, you will just simply want to have one stitch once you have completed it. And you see that once you add, or don't have to disconnect your yarns, which this one I just didn't pull tight enough. But it really doesn't leave any type of bad wave through here. And like I said, once you start weaving in your yarns, and this one should have been put in the back anyway, you start weaving in and you connect in your border and everything like that, this will disappear. But if you feel more comfortable about disconnecting, fastening off, that's totally up to you. And like I said, once you start going in and putting your squares together, however you choose to do your squares, you will be hiding a lot of that. So anyways, this is the mitered square, the single crocheted version. Again, you can do it in the back loops and give it more texture, more variety. You can also use more colors. You can change colors totally every single row. Other than 2 colors, you can change a color every single row if you like. There's so much variety, and every square you can do totally in different colors. So you can have a lot of fun with mitered squares. So I do hope you guys play around with it and get to know this square, because it's a lot of fun. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, guys, happy hooking!